Never in the history of Nigeria since 1999, or let's say since 1999, that governors have had more enhanced revenues as they have now for the sake of development. What engenders employment and monies in the pockets of poor and wipes out poverty more than the creation of employment? What creates employment more than infrastructure, the infrastructure that you are building across the country? And what enhances infrastructure you are building across the country more than increased revenue? And so the president has gotten the macroeconomics very correctly. This president has gotten it very correct by those two very bold decisions he took on the day he was sworn in as president. And no president has been bold enough to do that. But like I said, when we come to campaigns, we will address all these issues. For now, like I said, we'll be facing governance.
Mr. Keyamo,
but those are snippets. I don't want to go deep into.
You are a minister of aviation.
I will go sector by sector.
Mr. Keyamo,
let me finish the issue of one party state. At a point, this president was the only ACN governor. When PDP wiped out almost all the opposition by hook and crook, wiped out the opposition, stole elections, rose results, and the president then, as governor of Lagos, was the only ACN governor. For the Gen Zs who don't understand history, they should know this. What did he do? Did he bemoan his fate? No. He rolled up his sleeves and got down to work. He did not cry wolf like they're crying now. And little by little, inch by inch, he began to roll back. He began to win states back, and until he stretched his hands across to other, opposition parties like the CPC and ANPP too. They were also working their socks off, and that is the APC you find today. So I will tell the opposition parties, get down to work. Don't blame the ruling party for people joining and say, yeah, you want to do one party state. Are we the ones to blame? They are the ones to blame.
Even when it is said that your party is destroying the opposition by subtle and covert and overt actions and political activities.
Did you remember at that time, under PDP, when EFCC, without charge in court, without conviction, they just came up one morning and brought out list of opposition politicians and all that. They said they had EFCC case so they could not contest for elections, just to wipe them out. I mean, what can be more horrendous than that? What can be more brutal than that, politically brutal than that? How? What can be? And what can be more brutal than a PDP government withholding allocation to a state like Lagos State for the purpose of crippling that state? What can be more brutal than that? Don't get me into a campaign mode. We'll get to campaign mode. But don't. My party, the APC, has been one of the best in terms of its approach to democratic ideals and governance. It has. They never muzzled opposition in any way.
Really?
How did we muzzle opposition? I'm telling you about the sins of PDP. Unfortunately, like I said, the younger ones now who are under 30, under 20, they don't know these things happen with PDP. They are saying that PDP is one kind of good opposition party. It is all these are the things that destroyed PDP. The hands of people, mind of people. Why is APC standing? Because of democratic ideals. I'm talking of facts. When you want to counter me, you now bring. I'm talking. I can be here today and reel out 30 scenes.
Let me
of the
ask
PDP
you,
when they were
at the center. How do you? Because your voice was not this refined those days. It was more husky and very loud on the streets of Lagos.
And that is why I used that voice to join the opposition. They called the APC. Don't forget that some of us were not opportunists to say we joined ruling party. We fought our way into government. We joined.
At the time, you were not wearing anything.
We joined opposition. But do you understand that? We joined opposition from the street.
The question I'd like to ask you is whether or not you are capable, and you have the confidence to face the Nigerian people and say, in almost 2 years, the government of the day has delivered based on these promises. In the indices of our economy, in the indices of governance delivery, in the indices that talks about the human capital development in Nigeria that this government today has delivered to the Nigerian people. The kind of suffering, the kind of pains, the kind of agony that average Nigerian people face, and the insecurity we see in some part of the country. Are you able to, in truth, face the Nigerian people and say, this is a better or a good government?
You know, I watch your program all the time, and this is already becoming a cliche for you. It's becoming, it's a cliche. It's like a sing-song.
When Nigerians are suffering?
No. It's like I said, it's a cliche.
When they are suffering? There's no two ways about it.
It's a cliche.
When you have not eaten,
because when you sound it over and over again without going down to understand
the man that is hungry.
The transformation.
For the man that is hungry, there's no better way to say that he's hungry.
It is the same thing people say since 1960 to whip up sentiments. People are hungry, people are dying, people are hungry. Headlines of 1970 said the same thing. But what we need to look at is, are we moving in the right direction? To fix decades of rot, I want to ask you, it's a rhetorical question because you are the interviewer today. Do you think really it's a matter of just like putting on a switch? Like a president is sworn in today, tomorrow he puts on a switch and it's wiped out, and then there's no much there, then everything it's perfectly all right the next day. I mean, it's a rhetorical question. I'm asking the Nigerian people too. It is not. It's a process. So what you need to look at is that even if people are going through difficult times, are we on the right trajectory? That, I think, is the right campaign message. It's not whether after 1 year We're not 2 years in office now, we're just almost 2 years. That everything, it's fine. I just gave you one indices, and one of the macroeconomic indices we have gotten right. In terms of government not pouring its earnings into subsidies that benefit only a few rich people. And the president has been bold enough to do this. So where has that money gone? That money that was saved from going to the pockets of rich people, it has gone back to states and local government at that level. And they are benefiting from roads now, bridges. People are being employed at that level because of this massive infrastructure development going on in so many states now. And I dare say this, after 24 hours after I leave here, I dare any governor of Nigeria, any governor, to come and counter me on this, that they don't have more revenues at their disposal now to carry out infrastructural developments. In my state, for example, I keep going back to my state and the great work Sheriff is doing. Sheriff is not borrowing a kobo, 1 kobo, to do all he's doing. He's doing it from his allocation, IGRO, and his federal allocation he gets every month. That is how good it is. Before, governors had to go and borrow to carry out such infrastructural development. So, like I said, Shehu, when we get to that curve, that curve of campaign, we're coming down. We just see oppositions running their mouths all the time now and all that. Some of us just say, okay, let's face governance. It's not time for campaigns. When that time comes, and like I said, when some of us who are the reserve army join the beautiful work that the spokesmen are doing now, the Nigerian people will get the picture clearer. Yeah, they will.
Mr. Kayam,
they will.
I'm sorry that if you feel uncomfortable that we're talking about the pains and the hunger of Nigeria.
No, I'm not just a moment. I answered you.
Because just a moment, because the man that is hungry, there's no other name, no synonym to his hunger. His stomach is empty. The man that cannot pay his child's school fees, there is no other name to call it that he doesn't have money. The man that cannot be able to go to farm because bandits have chased them away from the farm, there's no other name that you can call it. Because it's easy and cozy in Abuja. People might feel uncomfortable because those of us who mirror the society and say the way it is, we look like stupid people. But yet we're not stupid. We've been around and we've seen how past government have also vilified us to say we talk too much. We say this is becoming this. The fact remains that Nigerians are hopeful that their lives will be better. And the question that I ask you, beyond this defection, is whether or not the Tinubu governor understand the pains
of understand what I just
inflation
now?
Food inflation,
no.
Unemployment rate, all of it has grown astronomically.
Did you understand
the last 2 years?
Did you understand the explanation I just gave now? Or you did not hear me?
I heard you clearly.
You heard
and I'm very sure that the Nigerian people heard it too.
Now, did they hear that I said they are governors? They are not president now. The president has given more money to their governors to solve some of these problems.
So they should meet their governors.
That is what governors are about. And the local government chairman. Is it federal government alone? The things that affect the people more are with the governors and local governments. Are you aware of that?
What about the indices of the economy?
When they say, more Nigerian children, I'll give you one example that has been repeated 100 times, people not knowing where the problem is coming from. They say, more people, Nigerian students are out of school. That school you're talking about, primary school, and primary school is under what? It's under federal government. It's state and local government.
So you're asking Nigerian people to hold their governors accountable?
Of course, at that level.
I'm asking you, Minister.
At that level. I'm telling you that.
You are serving at the federal cabinet.
I'm telling you that we at the federal government, at the federal cabinet, our duty is to make the right policies that we cascade down in terms of to states and local government, and we shape the entire.
So you're saying that the Tinubu government is doing the best
in terms of economic policies to redefine our economic trajectory. It's got the best ever in the history of Nigeria. The best ever. Okay, I want to ask you a rhetorical question again. A rhetorical question.
Who is judging that this is the best?
I mean, all the indicators around the world have said so. I mean, you are reading them too. This is not just a joke. I'm not saying this is as a joke. Most of the major economic indicators or barometers in the world have said so that Nigeria is on the right trajectory.
The IMF
Google me
and the World Bank is pessimistic about economic growth and the impact on the Nigerian people. The latest report I just said, and whether or not this government can be able to meet up its aspiration and promises to the Nigerian people by 2027.
Those are projections. But I tell you, when the time comes around, you will see that we have done far better than people were. And I'll ask you something. Did this thing start in 2023? All of these things you read out, did they start in 2023? And I come back to the same question I keep asking. And like I said, I challenge anybody to a debate when we get to campaigns, whether we could have embarked on a better trajectory, economic trajectory than we are doing now. The president made a classic statement some time ago, and that is what is defining his approach to governance. That we ate our tomorrow. Yesterday, previously, a government yesterday, we ate our tomorrow, and that's what happened. But now is the time to get it right. All right. And we are getting it right.
It might be unfair, actually, to overjudge this government in just halfway done into what they promised. But the essence of a debate on the economy and performance of government is for the government to open its eyes wider, see things that they're probably not saying, and understand that the Nigerian people, we are the voice. And that's why we have
just to tell you that they are playing justice opposition. Just one word before you go on break. Everything the Tinubu government do in terms of removal of subsidy, inflation, is the same thing the opposition said they would do during campaigns. It's now they are playing politics with it. They said the same thing. They'll do the same thing. What have we done wrong?
When the time comes, because I don't want to engage you in an economic debate tonight, because today is not for it.
It's not for it.
But when you come with your fact and figure, I will borrow you a pen and I'll ask you to jot and write some things down. But today, we're talking about politics of death.
Good. You listen to Festus Keyamo, your friend, your brother. Can you imagine? You see the way he sugarcoat it now? Yeah? You see the way he sugarcoat it? Now he said this government has wiped out poverty. He said that, if you listen. He said this government has wiped out poverty. This government has brought shame, poverty to Nigeria, upon this country, upon the citizens of this country. And you say the government wiped out poverty. Can you imagine? Everything you just said. You said the state governors are now receiving more allocation. Never in history. Never in history would this country ever be like this. The problem we are facing now in this country, with the way price of foods and services on the high side, it because of that. That is the reason of giving state governors more money, because things are increased, isn't it? Giving you more money at that time, for example, giving you more money at that time, or giving you the amount giving you at that time, what that money could do for the state governor at that time is far, far better than what this one can do now. Do you understand? So you don't see it that way. Your is they are giving them more money. They are giving them more money. It's just like when you went to the market 2 years ago, right? You went to the market 2 years ago with 300k. 300k. Now they are giving you 600k, double, to go to the market. What 600k will buy for you now, you cannot buy what 300k will buy for you 2 years ago. And that is the reason of that more allocation given to the state governor. And now, anyways, I know this is the campaign. This is what you guys are going to campaign on. That you guys are on a good trajectory. What are those policies that is in place working that we are hoping on? What? In terms of, I did a video a couple of days ago now. I did a video concerning the GDP. If you are talking about that GDP, we dropped suddenly. We are number 4. Before Tinubu took over, we were number 1 in Africa. Now we are number 4. Is that what you're telling us now? What is the microeconomy that he has gotten right? What? You listen to everything he said. And now, you said that people have been complaining about hunger, insecurity. People are buying. That is to say, because it has been happening, right? It has been happening. Now, you guys do not even see it as a concern, because it has been happening. It has happened during the previous administration. It has happened during that administration. So now it is happening again, even double. The situation now, worse off. So you guys do not even see it now as a problem, because it has been happening and it will not stop. Can you imagine? Can you imagine now? That is it. So they don't even see it as a concern. Now, after all, Tinubu has not visited those places because it's not on top of the list of what he is doing. It's not a priority for him. He can't go there to go at least just to pay condolence visits to those, visit the community, visit the governor, make plans with the governor, give marching orders. Even if you give that marching order to the NSA. So is it not when somebody sees problem, identify this as a problem, then you start providing solutions to those problems? Now, if you don't even see it as a problem because it has been happening before, it has not started under your administration, meanwhile, it has gone worse. That's what we're talking about now. So you are not doing anything about it. It's not ending anytime soon. This country, is there a better way to tell a hungry man that you don't have food at home to eat? Is there a better way to say it? The person who does not have food at home, he knows that he doesn't have food at home. What is the causes? He knows the causes. Tinubu caused it. What is a better way to say, to tell a hungry man that there's no food, he doesn't have food? So at first, what are you guys going to campaign on? No, Tinubu government is very easy to campaign against, because they don't have anything to campaign on, to use to campaign. All you are going to say now is what you said, that you guys are working on the right track and the right trajectory. We want to see the physical manifestation now. So is it 2027 when people, according to World Bank, not World Bank, according to IMF, right, that in 2027 more Nigerians are going to experience hardship, right? That more Nigeria, the inflation with 3.6, that more Nigerians are going to experience more hardship. Is that the government that we are hoping on? We are hoping on coming back in 2027 to do what? They say World Bank said last year that if at all Tinubu is doing reform, he truly want to reform this country, that is going to take 15 good years. The question is, those policies, where are those policies that, okay, they are doing it right, they are getting it right, that let's hope, let's give the benefit of doubt. Can you live and survive it for 15 years before you see the manifestation? That's what World Bank said last year. That 15 years before this one now comes, that many people are going to poverty next 2 years, like 2027. So what are they going to be campaigning on? Tinubu government is very easy to campaign against. Do you understand? So if we live in a country that has rule of law, everything is working, INEC is independent, then you trust INEC, or we have been having free and fair elections. This man does not have any reason to come back because it's going to be a disgrace. It's going to be a disgrace for them. Put it there, start the election that Saturday before 2 to 3 p.m. The winner will be declared. Everybody will see that this one will defeated. What are you going to? Is it the youth that is campaigning 30 days rent challenge? Is it the same youth that want to vote for the government that plunged them into poverty, that took food away from them, jobs away from them, that causes pain, insecurity in their different villages? Is it the same people that want to vote for the government, for this government that does not care about the welfare of the citizens that are looking after? Yeah, is it the same government? So who? Is it the same girl, like I said, 30 days match, and you said Tinubu is terrible, is a terrible president? Is it that same girl or her friends that will vote for the terrible president for them to continue this terrible job that they are doing? No. It's the youth. You need them. You need us. It is not you and your parties or your member or these people camping to APC. Now, those people are not the voters. It is we. We have power to decide who to lead us. But like I said, because we don't have constitutions, we don't have free and fair election, INEC is not independent. That's the reason why somebody will come and say you want to support APC 2027, that APC has the capacity to win the election, because yes, everything belongs to them. Tinubu is not controlling, so he's not controlling, telling them what to do. If you do any, I will switch you off. So otherwise, what is there that these people want to campaign on? What are they going to campaign on? Okay, I know what they are going to use to campaign. That's another video though. Anyways, let's watch and see. But if I were you, you not even bother yourself, come back in 2027, because it's going to be a disgrace, like I said. Because I don't see any reason for you to come back or what you're going to campaign on. This is not about. Anyways, please share this video. Please share this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run out for me now. And then you that is asking that we should go and hold our state governors, our state governor. Every decisions, every policies from the federal government affect everybody in the country. Good or bad, every policies of federal government affect everybody in the country. Is it not what we are suffering today? Subsidy gone is affecting everybody, affecting all the state. No state governor has the power. That subsidy gone, it affects a lot of things, increases the price in food and services. So there's no state governor has the power to reduce the food and services. There's no state governor. And you say it's only the children, it's only primary school that is out of school. No, this is not fair. A lot of people are at home. They cannot even go to the university. They graduated from primary school. Even the primary school, you said they are from state governors. Imagine. And now university, some people are dropped out because they could not afford to continue. They could not afford to pay. They dropped out. And you say it's only primary school. Every decision from the federal government affects every state. Is it not the problem they are going through today? So there's no magic that any state governor will do to reduce the cost of food, to reduce the cost of fuel. Is it not the cost of fuel that increases everything? The dollars. State governor has no power to reduce devaluate naira against dollar now, to reduce the price. No. So those are the decisions. Those are the hard decisions done by the federal government, Tinubu, that is causing problem to the country. So no state governor has power to do that.